Welcome back to the second part of a one-shot that's now a two-shot, so I guess it should be called the two-shot second part of Steampunk Airships, played with the Genesys system.
You should have prepared that. You want to try that intro one more time?
No, I actually did prepare that one.
Ooh, really?
Look, man, I had to come up with 11 intros in 2 weeks, and I fucking nailed every single one of them.
These
can give me a break on this one, all right?
You spend time prior to
Sometimes I spend hours coming up with them.
I thought it was okay.
Sometimes I spend more time on the intro than I do preparing for the game.
Oh, okay, that's just made me so happy. Sorry for hiccuping. Go ahead.
It's fine. It's fine, Sam. Look, this one might have been a whiff. At the end of the last stream, I felt like it was a whiff too. I tried to go with the yandere joke, but I felt like it really fell apart. I meant this episode. Last time we played this one, I was like, stalker joke, yandere thing. No, I really didn't. You know, you just gotta keep throwing them out. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, everyone but Pondo decided to dress up for this game. Swargula has his steampunk goggles somewhere.
I got, yeah. They'll be my in-character
Sid
goggles.
is wearing like 30 pounds of clothes, and at least 5 pounds of that is cornstarch, in order to keep that shirt nice and unperspired upon.
Yeah, at the $50 Patreon tier for AP
Oh,
Gaming.
don't even start that shit.
There's the undressing of Sid.
No,
so
that's it.
Be the
Sid has a Patreon. You can head over there. Oh no, wait, you don't have a Patreon anymore.
No, it's still
okay,
there.
it's still there.
Not promoting it anymore.
Still there. Still there. He's just not promoting. Look, if you want to see Sid undress, you go to his Patreon. You figure that out. I don't need to cosplay, motherfuckers. You don't even know what characters I'm playing. I'm playing all the other characters.
I mean, we could just undress right here on Twitch.
No,
it's cosplay.
First off, no, you can't. Second, no, don't do that.
Paint my
Third,
manhood though, right?
Oh my God, please, Swargula, you're killing me. And it turns out I can't call you Sam anymore because I forgot that Cotton's name is Sam as well. And I was freaking her out last episode by saying Sam a bunch.
Oh, I didn't even think about that, yeah.
Yeah, well, you know what? There was that time I had 4 people with the same name on a stream, so I was thinking I would get you, Wise Fool, and Cotton all on the same stream together, and then try to use context clues to see who I was talking to. I would just say Sam constantly. How do you think about that, Sam?
I like it. We can all play the same character, but he's got triple personalities.
Oh, we do, we do. Really what was that called? Everyone is John? We just do everyone as Sam.
Is it like the TTRPG of being John Malkovich?
Everybody plays the same character, but each of them has a different personality, and the person who wins the dice roll is the one who's in charge of the body.
That's actually cool. We should totally do that. That's
I'll think about it. I'll try to see if I could sell Wise Fool on it.
It's
everyone is Sam.
Yeah. Is it really fun though? Is it really fun?
I have fun.
And you have to like, what's the premise? Like you have to do normal stuff. Like
I mean, look, when I played it with Henley, we were trying to run a Boy Scout Pine Derby, where you make those little cars and then roll them down. And I think we went out in the middle of the street and rolled around in traffic. I was not in control of the body for very long. We did some really dumb shit collectively.
Every personality has their own goal that they have to meet, and while you have the body, you have to quickly try and do it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. I like it. I actually really like that. Sure.
We'll think about it. We'll think about that. Sid, why don't we go ahead and do your intro? I mean, this cosplay is fantastic, sir. This cosplay is fantastic.
Yeah, I'm loving it. This is the sort of thing where it's like, I'm looking at this going, I could wear this out in public. I could probably get away with it. All you have to do is just lose the goggles off the hat. Boom.
Don't let anyone tell you that you can't wear that shit out in public in a heartbeat.
I actually feel like you could, and when you do that, I was thinking no, but now I'm saying yes.
It's not too over the top.
I'm thinking no.
It is over the top, but I mean, you could just pull it off by being like, I'm just a fine gentleman, sir. I'm just out for my daily pimp cane walk.
If you watch the Oscars, like every guy has that like silky coat.
You know what?
Like suit coat.
Swargula, could you name the number of people that walk out in public in their Oscar paraphernalia?
I mean, I would. In a heartbeat. It's like, I'm not going to spend all this money on this one outfit to wear just for one damn night. Nope. I'll be wearing that thing as often as possible.
I want to give a shout out to my cousin.
They get paid to wear that shit.
Yes,
it's true.
Yeah, yeah.
When my cousin got married, she got a slip and slide on the side of her hill at her house, and then rode it in her bridal dress in the rain.
Nice.
It was fucking wild. It was the weirdest wedding I'd ever been to.
That sounds super fun, though.
I mean, she had a lot of fun, but that dress is fucking tatters at the end of that shit.
Who cares? Never gonna wear it again.
What's your favorite part of what you're wearing, Sid?
Actually, I think it is the coat. In fact, and I think it's actually toss up between the coat and the hat.
Mm-hmm. Who designed it, and how much is it worth?
This is not the Oscars. Just no.
Why can't it be AP? Raise your expectations.
This was designed by some random company on Amazon. And
very nice, sure.
The total ensemble, I'm not going to tell you how much it costs because it's embarrassing to spend this amount of money just for one stream.
Listen, man, I spent $150 on cat-themed cosplay today.
I spent more than that. So.
All right.
Oh my god.
Look, Sid, we got to do your intro and give Swargula time to recover. I feel like he got critically hit.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I am SidAlpha. I do, when I'm not busy with my day job or busy being ungodly sick like I am right now, I do video game industry commentary and news and things like that on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/SidAlpha. I also have a once a week show on exclusively games YouTube channel that is titled Line of Sight. It is a straight news episode that covers the previous week's news. No opinion, no commentary, no bullshit. A lot of people really enjoy it. And I have been tremendously sick the past few days. You could probably see it pretty evident Thursday night during the Battletech live stream. It hit me like a 10-ton hammer about halfway through the show. And I've been slowly recovering. Right now it's settled in my nose and eyes. So it's still feeling a little rough, but I'm here. I'm alive. I'm sweating. This is starting to get hot.
I bet.
That's good. You're going to sweat it all out right here on camera.
I'm going to tough it out.
I don't know about that. You might want to at least take the hat off or loosen up that collar. Probably. You're like, good sir, I would never loosen my collar. A gentleman keeps his cravat on at all instances.
Destroy the entire ensemble. So that sort of thing, you know. You take one aspect away, and the whole thing just.
All right, Maxwell Harridan, calm your shit down. That is now what I believe Maxwell Harridan to wear on a regular basis. Now that he's a noble. You can't change my mind.
Minus the goggles, though.
Oh, yeah, minus the goggles. Instead, he's got his Mech Warrior Neuro helmet. It looks way cooler. Yep. Sid, I don't even want to talk about being sick on that Battletech stream. I was dizzy for the whole thing, and when I got up, I fell down afterwards because I was so dizzy. And the next day, I was like, oh, shit, I got like a fist-sized bruise. Well, that doesn't hurt that much. And then I poked it and I was like, oh God, actually it hurts a bunch. I just didn't realize how much it hurts. Still got the bruise.
Yeah, I thought I was just gonna flat pass out about halfway through the stream.
Look, it's fine.
It's like I'm feeling kind of rough. I'm feeling, oh God, I feel like death.
We're good, you know. Cotton talked Lexi down from that ledge, just like I had to talk Pondo down last week from being Bomberman. And then Super Bomberman.
Probably going to still happen.
Okay. All right. Great.
If we're all going down, it's going to be in a blaze of glory.
What is this blaze of glory thing?
Because we're screwed.
Oh, okay. All right. Look, we'll see about that. We'll see about it.
We're just going to be in a perpetual state of screwed until we finish killing all the clanners. Then we'll just be
No, we're talking about this game right now.
He was talking about this one.
Yeah, he's talking about this game. He's screwed here.
Oh, yeah, we're totally screwed. Yeah.
I mean,
We can do it.
I was in the mindset of I'm going down swinging, essentially, in the Battletech game. Because I pretty much had one move left after I lost my leg, and I was able to do it and pull it off for the win.
That's okay, though, because last week I rolled a d20 to seduce the locked door, and I got a 15. So.
What locked door? What? Oh, that's right.
Let me tell you about this locked door that we finally got past in Cotton's game. Now, with Pondo on the team, I'm literally like, these are just 3 normal people And they're just looking at us funny. And Pondo's like, I rip my shirt off and flex my manly bare chest hair and then run at them with a weapon. And I'm like, oh, this sounds like assault. This sounds like a crime that you're about to commit.
One of them looked at you for a second and then looked back at the other people.
Exactly. You don't kill people because they looked at each other significantly.
Now they're all definitely looking at you.
Yes. Yeah. That's what happens when you rip open your shirt and show your manly chest hair.
I can't believe you're assuming that I'm going to kill them.
Oh my, well, you know what? You show me your power and we'll see what happens. This adventuring party that we have on Cotton server is not working out. It's really not.
We weren't an adventuring party. We're just a bunch of people.
We're supposed to be an adventuring party. What it's turning into is a complicit criminal organization. I'll flip on all of you.
Hey man, they're from an evil place.
Oh my god, they're from an evil place?
They're doing shady stuff in the tunnel.
Oh my god. Pondo, let's see your intro.
About what they're doing in the tunnel.
Yeah, Pondo, let's see your intro. I can't. I literally
standing there and talking.
I literally can't.
With a bunch
of what the kids call it these days.
That has a hidden passageway. That's all right. I see issue as a character that's lawful
hidden
good
passageway
and low intelligence. I face issue with weapon in hand.
Pondo, when you aren't committing a crime, what are you doing?
Do I always commit a crime?
Yeah, it's the crime of being good looking. You just do your intro, baby. Just do it.
I heard he had a really punchable face. Could you confirm this, Swargula?
He does.
Pondo or me?
No, Pondo. I'm asking you if Pondo has a punchable face.
No. Why would you think he's got a punchable face?
I mean, we have someone who has sworn that Pondo has the most punchable face possible.
In like a bad way? Are they a jerk? Are they being mean?
No,
they are a jerk, but I don't think they're being mean.
So that's like a compliment.
That's
like an objective statement.
I mean, he's Texan, so it's probably a compliment.
Look, don't do that. Look, we'll get back around to that Texan thing in a minute. Yeah. Pondo, let's do your intro.
Yeah, when I'm not doing other stuff, I'm playing video games. Like earlier today, I was playing actually some Kingdom Hearts, getting back into that a little bit after a week. God, it has been a week.
Has been a week, yeah.
Yeah, you were doing that last week.
Yeah.
What's new? What's new?
Nothing much. I had to do a road trip essentially Tuesday. Learned about boring stuff. About it. I've had a boring week essentially.
You had to do a road trip to learn about boring things?
Yeah, pretty much for my job, I had to go drive 3.5 hours to a city where they're having a meeting to talk about new product, these scams that were going on because apparently someone in our district, the highest amount someone in our district got scammed of recently was like $80,000.
No kidding.
Yeah, which is a lot of paint. Not sure how it happened.
$80,000 worth of paint.
I suppose, yes.
What is he gonna do with that?
No, there wasn't any paint involved. They called in. Essentially, there were people calling in saying, "Hey, we got direct shipment for us about like however many gallons, 100 gallons or so of his paint, and we're missing some of it. Can we get a return?" And they gave a credit card number, and they would return it, not thinking. They would usually get them at the close to the closing time, whatnot.
Oh, so someone returned someone $80,000 worth of money and thinking they got paint.
Into a credit card, yes.
Damn.
Yeah. I had actually
that sucks to be that person that did that shit.
Yeah, I imagine a couple people got fired because of that, because that's literally someone's salary
yeah.
for a year.
Wait, that's a yearly salary. Are you guys hiring?
No, I didn't say it's actually salary.
I don't think I've made $80,000 in my adult life yet.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, probably, but like,
interesting.
Other than that, I've had a boring week. aside from BattleTech almost dying.
You're fine.
You had a better chance of dying when you were getting hit with a garbage can in the face. Your hunchback was fine. Look, she really wanted to kill you, but just couldn't seal the deal, which...
I mean, it definitely wasn't for lack of trying. That
oh,
poor
yeah.
little
Oh, yeah.
a lot of punishment.
See, if it wasn't for Cotton talking to her about it, there would have been no deal. If it was one of us trying it, she would just say screw it, and that'd be, you know.
Yeah, I said that to Cotton, and Cotton was like, well, I feel like anybody could have done that. I was like, no. Only you could have spoken the deep speech.
She just wanted to kill us because she was salty about last time, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know that she's salty about last time. I think she just likes the idea of killing other players.
She's definitely a player killer.
Oh, yeah, she's fucking bloodthirsty as hell.
Yeah. Should've just shot her. Damn it.
You did. You cored her mech.
You missed.
Oh, you mean when she ejected?
Yeah. Yeah. I rolled for it, didn't get it. Now she'll be back some point.
That's rough. We'll see. We'll see.
Repeat the whole process over again.
We'll see. We'll see.
That's it for me.
Swargula, in the middle of our BattleTech game this week, Rad just started going off about how you had sent him a message, and I was like, he thought that shit was serious, dude. You need to message him back right now. Oh, he's really worried about it. He messaged me about it. And Rad was like, oh shit, I completely forgot about it.
How do people forget about these messages?
I don't know,
understand
man.
how this is a regular thing that people go through, where you see, oh hey, I got a message. And then it's like something in their head goes like, oh, I'll answer it later. And then like 3 weeks pass. And you're like, oh, sorry, boyfriend. I forgot to never say good morning back to you, or what the fuck happened.
Look, I got to tell you, brother, if your girlfriend doesn't check her messages to you once every 3 weeks, I don't know,
exaggeration, man. But the example stands. If I get a message that I know I can't answer right there, I make sure it's like left unread, so I still see the notification there. Like I don't know how hard it is to see someone's message and take 5 seconds to either answer them back or just remember to actually answer them back within like an hour. That blows my mind that people like.
Don't worry, Rad watches this show, so he'll know you said that.
Yes, so Rad, we came to an agreement that Texas isn't that bad. No, I'm kidding. Actually, we didn't talk about
It's
Texas
no Wyoming.
I've been to Texas like twice. It's been lovely every time. Yeah, that was it. That was the end of my. But just answer the fucking messages back. That's it. It takes 5 seconds of your life. Even if you're Arthur and you just say K, like it's fine.
Okay.
Even put no in front of it. That's fine. You can kill every conversation.
You and Henley are the most sensitive chatters I have ever met on the internet.
I'm an emotional butterfly, okay? There is a corner in my apartment labeled the crying corner.
I actually feel like you are an emotional butterfly. I'm going to go with that.
I am an emotional butterfly.
I'm not denying it. I'm agreeing with it.
But I also don't know how to process it. So like I took an improv class. Weird story. I got into an improv school here in LA that I never actually went for because they wanted like $400. But I got to do like the tryout or whatever. And during the tryout was like one of the things was like, do a character that they give you like a trope and they like put a spin on the trope. And then they want you to like take that character through and as many extreme emotions as you can. And like, I just can't. I can't. They're like, be as happy as possible. My happy as possible is like, you know, when everyone else is like freaking out, I'm like, I can't, I don't know how to like, what does this look like in a normal person? I don't understand. And they're like, cry. I'm like, no, I don't get it. I don't get it. The only time I cry is The Fox and the Hound. You know, that's it.
Really? That's literally the
honestly,
only time.
I have never seen it. That was just an example. It's the first 5 minutes of Up and usually every episode of Rick and Morty. And that's usually because the episode's over and I just want more. But,
look, I have a lot of trouble expressing some of the more extreme emotions. I was always really happy to see Kelsa lay into Sid on that one episode of Winter's Edge 2, where I was like, oh god, she sounds like she's actually angry. Like, is she pissed at Sid? People still talk about that to me. They're like, is she actually angry? And I'm like, who the fuck are you? Let's start with that.
There was at least a small amount of real world irritation because I was being Captain Interruptus.
Yeah, Sid, based on your Twitter interactions over the last week, I would say that you and Kelsa occasionally have some friction between you.
Are we stirring that pot, or
no? We don't need to stir that pot. We just got done doing a year-long show together.
Oh.
We may not see eye to eye on a lot of things, but I still love Kelsa, and that will never change.
Oh, that's really nice to say. Unfortunately, she doesn't watch the show. She hopped on for the last hour last week.
So someone clipped that shit.
It's still worth saying. So
ship them.
Someone definitely clipped where Kelsa was screaming at Sid. That's one of the most viewed clips on my channel. The only one that was viewed more was I was explaining to Pondo why boobs are important. That's the most viewed clip, I believe.
I go on.
It was during the Pink Mercy Overwatch skin. And I did a little ham thing where I was like, boobs, Pondo!
Okay. I feel like without context, this was nice.
Okay. With context, it's still pretty good.
I feel like it would ruin it. You know, it's like seeing that one guy's mom from The Big Bang Theory.
It's like me doing Hamlet revolving around boobs.
That sounds fantastic.
The infamous Pink Mercy rant. Yes, that's correct. Pondo didn't understand. I had to explain it to him. I had to drop some knowledge bombs on him. You have anything to say for yourself there, Pondo? You seem like maybe you got something you want to share, but you're not sure.
No, I got nothing.
Okay.
Why does Pondo hate boobs? Why?
Don't even start that shit.
Why?
Because you're going to set AP off again.
Okay, Cotton, let's go ahead and do your intro.
Hi.
Hi. How's it going?
It's going okay.
Haven't seen you since Thursday with Battletech. What's happening? How many innocent people have you murdered with a gun?
Well, most of them weren't innocent.
Just a reminder, we're being recorded.
They weren't innocent this time. I've been aiming for the not so innocent people with my gun.
Okay, so some vigilante justice? That's still illegal.
But it's the right thing to do.
Oh, it's the right thing.
Is to shoot them and throw them into crocodile-infested waters.
What the fuck? I was with you till that last part. Why would you do that?
I saw this instance happen. I questioned it. She said it wasn't her fault. I wasn't sure if to believe her or not, but I left her room.
Yeah, I'm worried about you now, Pondo. If I hear that you've died in a vicious crocodile attack, I'm going to be calling some authorities, okay? That's all I'm saying, Pondo.
It's way too cold in the weather.
Crocodile attack in America as well.
That's what zoos are for, sir. That's what zoos are for.
What the fuck is happening?
I don't know, man. I fucking never know.
Is this some like Secret Life of Walter Mitty shit?
You wonder why I have to plan these intros out to get like 2 minutes of good comedy at the front end before shit breaks down.
Depends on your definition of good.
Well, I try, Swargula. I try. One time, I think I tried to describe every member of the Cancel cast as like a sandwich part or a salad part. Oh, it was a salad. It was a salad. Yeah. You know how long it took for me to come up with a salad metaphor for everybody?
See, what was I? Chicken Caesar?
Yeah, you're the chicken. It'd still be a salad without you, but it wouldn't be as good.
I don't know. I still
weirdly endearing.
Go for the crouton metaphor.
No, Lexi was the crouton.
That's weirdly endearing. I never cared about the intro for my shows. It was always just like, hey, what's up, guys? And then like, all right, let's fuck this.
It's your boy Swargula 420 here.
It's your boy 420 swag. Let's hit it. Yeah, blaze it if you got them. Like, well, yo. I don't know. I don't leave my apartment.
Swargula, are you from California by any chance?
No, I live in California. But
yeah, there we go. There it is. All right.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I worked in Beverly Hills and lived in Hollywood. Mm-hmm. So there you go. Sam
2. Let's go with that.
Which one is 2?
She's 2. No, well, I guess she'd technically be 1. She's the Sam I work with more often. Sam 1.
I feel secondary to her.
Sam Prime. There we go. We got Sam Primary and Sam Secondary. Sam Primary. You got anything else going on besides throwing people in crocodile-infested waters?
I prefer Beta.
Okay.
She's Alpha. She's Alpha Sam. I'll be Beta.
But I can't. No, because Sid is the Alpha. You're making this very confusing.
Oh.
Cottontailed.
I like it.
We're just gonna Cottontailed.
There we go. That works.
I'm dying here, guys.
You're making this way too complicated.
Yeah, we got to pull this together. Cotton, you got anything else going on?
When I was hunting wolves in that game, I found a pretty white horse in the mountains.
You
Can't
know,
think of a name for it.
When you said you were hunting wolves, I actually fervently believed you meant in real life.
It did take me about
until you got to the second half of that. I was like imagining you and Pondo with bolt actions wandering around the back porch.
I can see it.
Please, hunting.
I can see it too.
Bolt action.
If I was hunting a large carnivore here, it would be a mountain lion. Yeah, that's about it.
I was gonna say wolves aren't where you guys are at, right?
There's coyote. No, there's no wolves. There's coyotes, and there's just the mountain lions. And that's about it. There's bears sometimes, but not where I live. It's further in the.
Bears
I did not see any.
Bears are nice.
They were all frozen solid.
You know, bears are all great. Don't attack the bears. Anything else, Cotton? I don't even know where we are right now, guys. Let me pull it together and remind you what happened last time. You, a group of steampunk-inspired ruffians who fly across the skies, who work for the great and wonderful Empire of Britannia, have flown across the continent in order to stop a meeting of the 3 great air pirate tribes. You have infiltrated their spire and worked your way up many of their levels. Warren spent some time without any pants on, running around, generally attracting some attention in Metal Gear Solid style. Nothing, Pondo? I can't get anything out of you? I'm trying. You fought your way up to the top, and you came to the door to the laboratory, where the secret weapon was being prepared. You attempted to lie to the people at the door and failed repeatedly in ways that cannot be described. They're just many, many failures. Now, the 4 of you are gathered in front of the door, fighting the evil Dr. Rodent. I mean, I don't remember what his actual name was. Might have just been Dr. Rodent.
Mongrel, wasn't
it? No, Mongrel's his race. It might have been Doc Mongrel. Look, we're there. We're there.
Okay.
He's an evil.
Doc Mongrel. Yeah. I think you just because you didn't know how to give him a name.
True. That does sound like something I would have said. Here we go. I got my sheet open now. His name is Doc Mongrel. You know what? That's where we're at. Doc Mongrel and 2 heavily armed members of the Guard Force are facing off. One is in a melee battle with Cornelius. The second is in a melee battle with Hero. Warren and Adelaide are both fighting Doc Mongrel. Cornelius, turns out the amount of damage that your melee weapon does is increased by the strength of your character. So I have updated the amount of damage that one of the guards has taken by 2 points.
Okay.
Because you stabbed him. Once.
Did indeed.
At the beginning of the session, I believe that you were spending a, whatchamacallem point. A story point, Cornelius, to me, in order to have in the past handed your gun to Warren so that he can dramatically reveal it right now in his time of need.
Indeed.
Very well.
That was the thing that we discussed was happening.
The lift, the steam-powered lift that travels up and down to the top of the spire, begins coming down to your level in an unknown but probably short amount of time. Whoever heard the screaming, yelling, shooting, stabbings upstairs and has come to investigate will be here shortly. From behind you, down the spireway, you hear someone running towards you. At first, You don't have time to glance back and see who it is. When they arrive, you hear someone loading a shell in a shotgun with that familiar pump action noise. As you all turn simultaneously, you see the familiar, somewhat, face of Billy Bob, your mechanic that Warren had summoned. He has a enormous steel backpack with steam pipes coming off of it, and you can see that there's a phonograph when he swings around. He hits a button, turns a knob, and all of you immediately put your right hands over your heart because you hear the familiar sounds of God Save the Queen, the national anthem of the Empire, as the man throws off his disguise as Billy Bob the Independent and joins you as instead Billy Bob, secret spy of the British Empire. And then he starts firing shotgun shells at Doc Mongrel. So, let's talk about you. Your whole team gets to go before their whole team. What would you all like to do to, well, for some of you, I'd say not die. In Pondo's case, he's indicated that he would love to die at some point. Would absolutely love to go out in a blaze of glory.
This is true.
Well, who's going first on our team?
Anyone who wants to. All of you get to go before they do.
I'll take a shot since I have this gun that I pull out of my.
You dramatically pull the gun out as we get a flashback to you and Cornelius.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I'll probably shoot the guy that Cornelius stabbed earlier.
Okay, so you're shooting across the room. All right.
What do I need to roll?
I believe it would be ranged light versus 2 purple and 1 black die.
1 black?
Yes.
What's the black from?
Armor.
Okie dokie. Just gonna double check my shooting skill. Yep, alright. Green and yellow. Well, shit.
I'm gonna spend that threat to give you 1 point of stress. You go to fire, you unload the gun, you fire all of the rounds out of it, because that's how this gun works. It's now a smoking mess with steam pouring out of it, very hot. You'll have to spend a whole round to reload it. Cornelius, there are a lot of bullets in your general area, sparking off of everything, firing Gatling gun style, but neither you nor your opponent have been hit.
Your sights are off, Cornelius.
Oh, dear me, I do apologize. Here, let me, there we go. That should be a bit more centered there. Oh, you mean the gun? Yes, well then. I'll have to do something about that.
Okay.
Can I move away?
Yeah.
From the guy without getting hit or anything?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to move. So the mongrel guy is next to me, right?
Yes, and Adelaide.
I was fighting that guy that Swargula was shooting.
Yes, you're as you can see, Adelaide is like right here between all of them.
Yeah.
You're in a very bad spot.
Kind of shimmy over towards, or is she right next to me?
You can move around. Where do you want to go?
Okay,
Tell me what you want to do.
Move towards the shimmy over to the lift top.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's less of a shimmy and more of like a jog or a graceful walk. Power walk, really. You just
yeah.
Who else wants to go on team you guys? Well, I should say, who wants to go next?
I believe I was pulling the gun that I'd taken from the guy that we had interrogated earlier.
Yeah.
And I was going to be shooting the dude I've been fighting.
Very well. 2 purple, 1 black.
2 purple, 1 black. And this is also range.
I just noticed that you rolled in chat to seduce the locked door. Unfortunately, sir, this is not a D20 system.
I think that's a joke here.
All right, I got a success and an advantage.
Yes, you did. So you are going to deal the gun's damage +1. Go ahead and let me know what that is.
I don't know what that is because I got the gun.
I see. Which gun did you pull?
Whatever gun the dude had.
I see. 7 points of damage then. Okay. All right. That's fine. I didn't like this guy very much anyway. Between your stab earlier, some of the damage he's taken throughout the fight, and then you unloading a whole bunch of bullets into him with a revolver. Pew, 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 pew. He's just like, fuck the queen. And then he slumps forward in front of you.
I think I put as soon as he says that, the last round I put into him is in his head.
Oh, okay. Well, the gun's empty now. And you don't have any reloads for a revolver.
I just look at it and toss it away. So uncivilized.
Okay, this guy's smoked. What do you guys want to do now? Adelaide? Hero?
There's what, 2 guys? 1 guy?
There's Doc Mongrel and one of the guards left.
Oh.
That guard is completely unhurt. He hasn't been touched yet.
Cotton, you go for it.
Can I use a brawl to take that guy's gun away?
Yes, you want to disarm him.
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's make opposing brawl checks, although in this case you'll be rolling against my brawl. And my brawl is 2 purple. Good luck.
Okay.
So long, and thanks for all the fish. Wow, okay. Yeah, so this guy has one of those atomizer rifles that fires using galvanic energy. He's raising it towards Hero, and then all of a sudden he's just like, no, you rip it out of his hands. He spins around and kicks Hero in the face with the foot. Hero dances back. He's still trying to reach for the gun, but he can't get it away from Adelaide. Hero, it's your turn. You've been kicked in the face. Swargula?
Oh, sorry, I zoned out like the wrong time. I'm gonna shoot the guy.
Very well.
The big guy. Yeah, let's just go for it.
Okay.
Am I shooting against anything?
Yep. 2 purple, 1 black.
Deuce and dos. Okay. And shooterino. Hey, that's bad, right?
It is. It is
bad.
Adelaide, by the way, take 1 point of stress, and second, Hero, you go to shoot this guy, and he's right in your face. He just pushes the gun aside. You now need to spend a whole turn reloading the gun because it's out of ammunition. All of the guns right now are completely out of ammunition, except for the rifle that Adelaide is holding. So sad, so sad. Is there anything you'd like to do with that advantage? You could, for instance, pass on a blue die to the next person who acts on your team. So that we start our next round.
Sure.
Okay. Doc Mongrel is going to ignore Adelaide and chase after Warren. He gets down on all fours and begins with his little furry mouse face. But his 4 steam-powered arms are all like flexing, preparing to attack him. And he does a handstand and faces his back towards you, so his 4 arms can grab you from behind and pull you towards him.
Oh, well.
So I'm gonna go ahead and roll for him to murder you.
I have a advantage die. Can I pass that along to give your guy
a black die? Yes, you can.
Yeah, can I do that too with my passing?
No problem. I don't know why I wouldn't love 2 black dice. Thanks, guys. Dicks.
Because you could easily just kill me now. That will be a possibility that you can do at the moment.
Okay.
It's the wrong song, wasn't it?
Wow.
It's it.
Thank you, black die.
Wow. Okay. All right. He's not used to doing backwards handstands, apparently. The arms keep grabbing for Warren, but are incapable of landing a successful hit.
So good to stop. No, please.
However, Warren, you've only got that one gun on you, correct?
Indeed.
With the 3 advantage, he snatches the gun away with one of his hands and throws it out the window.
Oh.
It's not going to fall 79 stories to the ground. I'm sure it'll be fine. You can go get it later.
Did you just lose my gun?
Yes, he did.
No, it got taken from me, then thrown out the window.
That gun was given to me by the Duke of Glastonbury back in 37. Do you understand?
You know what? Your story's not going to matter here in a second if we all die. You can give me the long lecture and I can ignore it later. Don't worry.
Wow. All right. I can't get the doctor selected, but he's over here by Warren. His head stays behind. The other guy is going to try to use... Oh, he doesn't have a rifle anymore. Shit. I guess he's gonna look around nervously and then go run over to the guy who Cornelius killed and pick up his rifle. And then he's gonna try to shoot Cornelius.
No.
Well, I mean, you can't...
I can't stab him while he's trying to grab the rifle?
No. Would you like to use any story points here? I mean, you guys have some left. I'm rolling 2 yellow versus your 2 purple.
Can I use a story point to say that I claimed the rifle real quick? While I was avoiding the punches?
I'll allow it. In which case, he's just going to try to punch Cornelius. Cornelius, you take 3 points of damage as he punches you in the face, very clearly, dead center. very sporting boxing. No dirty tricks from this man. And he takes a point of strain as well. Your good friend.
You won't be needing that, will you?
Billy Bob pulls out a concoction. He pulls out like a mug and pours some steaming green liquid into it and is like, friends, I've got an elixir here. If anyone requires medicinal aid.
Me, right here.
You come to me. I'm not going over there. That's scary.
Oh, fair enough.
In the background, you can hear the phonograph is playing like, send her victorious, happy and glorious. Really, you have to all fight the urge to place your hand over your heart as it plays, as one would.
Billy Bob, this song is very inconvenient. I just want you to know.
I wanted to bolster her morale.
It's very nice of you. It works very well, but it's also really hard to resist.
It's better than dynamite.
Oh, I don't know. I rather enjoy dynamite.
Of course you do.
Is it our turn?
All right, it is your turn.
I remember back in 24.
Okay, I will walk over to
back in 24.
Billy Bob.
What happened in 1824 that you would remember?
Not much.
Swargula, you're muted, by the way. I don't know. I think you...
I'll go back over to Billy Bob. And wait for him to heal me. Wow, can I take a shot at...
I mean, he doesn't heal you. You have to take this from him and drink it. That would be your whole turn.
So
okay. It's healing potion T-shirt.
So I'm going to... On my way, can I hand Cornelius the gun and then go grab the thing to drink it?
Yes. You toss Cornelius the gun. Cornelius, do you accept it?
I will accept this.
What are you doing with the other gun that's in your hand?
The empty one?
Yes.
I thought you tossed it.
I discarded it.
Very well.
Because you can't reload it.
I said it was so uncivilized and I tossed it to the side.
Very well.
All right. I'm going to toss Cornelius the gun. It's like, here's a new one that shoots better.
Indeed.
And I rush over to Billy Bob and to chug the elixir. Probably taste horrid.
Oh yes, it tastes quite bad.
Oh, Billy Bob, what'd you put in this thing?
You recover from 5 wounds temporarily. There will be a very bad effect that will happen to you later after the energy drink takes its toll.
I pass out and die.
Well, man, you really just want to go out in a blaze, huh?
Yeah. Okay, well, that's my turn.
Very well. I've been informed that in 1824 a very major event happened. The city of Tallahassee is constructed in Florida. Congratulations, Tallahassee. You had one hell of an 1824. Now stop fucking up. Also, Mexico became a federal republic in 1824. Well, congratulations, Mexico.
I'm sure I had nothing to do with that.
Really? Don't claim credit for Mexico freeing themselves from the yoke of the outsiders and becoming a federal republic, okay? Rest of the team. Warren has drunk some green liquid. What would you like to do?
I would like to take the rifle that I got and shove it at Hero.
Very well. Hero, do you accept the rifle?
Yeah, I guess.
There's a lot of rifle throwing today.
I apprehensively accept Adelaide's rifle.
I don't actually have shooting.
Okay.
Like some ballet music starts playing as the rifles are thrown.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. Everybody's dancing and like throwing it and doing a pirouette in the process.
And then I want to go and punch the guy that punched the old man.
Yeah, of course. You run over and punch the guy that punched the old man. I assume Swan Lake is playing at this point instead of God Save the Queen. Yeah, 2 purple, 1 black. Punch this guy.
I ignore blacks.
Well, you know what? You just roll whatever you want, Cotton.
I think we need to increase our audio budget, I think, for this episode. It being at 0 is it's ruining my immersion.
Wow.
Okay. What is the brawn level of
2?
So you hit for 1 plus 2 for 3 plus 3 more for 6. Take a quick check to your stamina, whatever it's called now. Strain. Take 1 point of strain.
Okay.
Look, you punch this guy real good. He's like, he's still up, but now he's got like a loose jaw and like a chipped tooth. And he's just like, you hit like, you are a girl. Okay.
Checks out.
She actually puts her hips up and says, come at me.
I'm going to toss this guy my pistol. And then I'm going to, it's also empty, and then I'm going to hit him with Adelaide's rifle.
Okay, you're going to beat him with the rifle, to be clear.
Yeah, I'm going to be like, hey, look out, toss him the rifle.
So he's like, no, he's fumbling with the revolver. And then you slam into his face. 2 purple, 1 black die.
I'm going to fail this. 2 purple, 1 black, brawl?
Yes.
I'm going to use a destiny point.
Very well. That is the last destiny point that you guys have on your side.
What does that do?
What
do I click?
It will give you if you have the GM pool thing, just give yourself an upgrade.
Upgrade.
It'll turn one of your greens into a yellow.
Okay, that's the hope.
Well, you hoped really hard, but it did not help you at all.
Bad? Oh, okay.
What was your brawl to begin with?
2 green.
Yeah,
okay.
That's why I use a destiny point. It's like, because it's shit.
Yeah, really bad stuff happens. You go to hit him with the rifle, he blocks with the revolver, and he's just like, ha! You guys are like pushing against each other like it was sword locks, but you're stuck with like a rifle and a revolver. And he's just like, I'll crush you, tiny person who's smaller than me.
All right.
Okay.
Fair enough.
You have a advantage. Would you like to pass along a blue die to the rest of your team? Point out something important?
Yeah, I'm gonna pass a blue die to Adelaide.
Well, so the next person who acts, and the next person who acts is Cornelius.
So it'd be Cornelius.
Yes.
Oh, fuck that. All right, no, fine. That's he can have my blue. He can have my blue die.
Cornelius. Hero has given you an opening in this battle. He's distracted the enemy with his rifle swinging ways. What do you want to do with it?
Let's see. Is this rifle ranged light?
No, it is a ranged heavy rifle.
Ranged heavy. Ugh.
Yes.
Just stab him. Stab the last guy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stab this guy.
What are you doing with the rifle?
Toss it back to me.
Yeah, I'll toss it back to him.
Oh my god. You throw it across the room to York.
Like I catch it, spin, and throw it right back, and then pull my sword back out.
I feel like you guys are just playing keep away with the rifles at this point. All right. You got your sword out. 2 purple, 1 black. You know what? Let's make that 1 red, 1 purple, 1 black. Because I got plenty of points here, and I would love to mess your day up.
All right. I see how it is.
Well, I actually didn't need to push that because Swargula never actually spent a point. That's fine. I can do that thing where I force an update. First player update. There we go. What do you got for me, Sid? What do you got for me?
Oof.
That red die worked out. That was a good call on my part. I just want to congratulate myself. You dash forward to stab this guy. He uses the trigger guard of the revolver to like catch your sword briefly, and then he throws his gun away, and he's just stands there with his fists out in boxing style, and he's just like, "We can all throw our guns away all day, but it's gonna come down to fisticuffs, you British curs! Ha ha!"
Man, this fight is really going nowhere at this moment.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a black die.
Well, you know what? Why don't you go fuck yourself? That guy is going to try to punch you, Cornelius. And I'm gonna use his story point to bump him up to double yellows.
Oh, that's gonna be fun for me. Yeah.
Have you taken damage yet? I don't think you have, actually.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, he fails badly. But in the process, he's like, "Huh, huh, huh, huh." Cornelius, you're like dodging and ducking, but at some point you strain your back and you're like, "Oh," and then you notice it's because
I threw my back out.
Your coat is too tight and it's restricting your movement.
This is like what happened back in '57.
It's not even 57 yet.
How old are you, sir?
I don't know, but it's definitely not the verge of the American Civil War. The doctor is going to use the advantage die passed along to approach behind Cornelius unseen. And so all we see is a shadow with 6 arms behind Cornelius.
Now, do we get anything special for them failing?
No.
Probably get a strain or something.
Oh, sorry. They don't get anything special when you fail, so...
Yeah, but we're PCs.
Oh, I see. You got that brilliant PC mindset there. The doctor is going to try to crush you, Cornelius, with his massive reach and multiple arms and saw-like ways.
Well, that's not very fun.
What the fuck? Are you kidding me? No successes and a threat? The doctor uses all 6 of his arms at the same time to grab onto Cornelius, who, like, there's that anime thing where it's just like a weird outline of him, and then we see Cornelius is like up at the ceiling coming down with his blade, and the doctor looks up and he's like, "He's so fast, I couldn't follow him with my eye." Then we see that Cornelius briefly used some sort of steam-powered contraption in order to help him jump like that.
It's those steampunk legs you got installed in the the roaring 90s.
Dr. Gadget.
Billy Bob withdraws his pistol and begins firing at the guard that's still up. That guard takes a number of shots to the chest and then goes, man, I'm so out of Texan right now. All right. Hey, y'all, it's me. I am from Texas.
Hispanic.
What? Oh, are they? Yeah, that might be right. Hola, senor. No, man, I'm going to butcher a bunch of Spanish real quick.
It's going to be lose-lose for you, essentially.
Look, man, look, if people are upset about my Spanish, I would suggest that they go talk to all the British and Texas people that I've offended so far. He's just like, I'm dying. And he slumps back, blood pouring from his chest. That leaves the four of you to act, and the only opponent left is Doc Mongrel. But of course, Doc Mongrel's super strong, and you've basically not even hurt him yet. So, what do you want to do?
Oh yes, celebrate it too soon. I'm going to shoot at Doc Mongrel.
With what gun?
With the super special ultimate gun I have in my hand.
Very well. I mean, it's not super ultimate, but it's pretty good. Let's talk about your ranged heavy score.
It's non-existent.
Great. That is good to know. 2 purple, 1 black.
He has a threat, though. Doc Mongrel does.
I know. I gave him a point of strain.
Okay.
This is fine by me. Okay, here we go. Shit.
Ooh.
You have 5 dice? You have 5 dice?
What the hell happened there?
I don't know.
Oh, it's using my pool. My bad.
Oh, can I re-roll then?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Oops.
How do I?
Don't worry, I've
right?
changed my pool. You do whatever you want to.
Okay. Okay, that's much better.
I made things so much worse. I should have stuck with that roll. This is terrible. Okay. You not really knowing how to use the rifle. You put the butt to your cheek, you pull it back up.
Oh yes, of course.
You pull the trigger, it doesn't fire, and you begin hearing like a whining noise, and then a second later, the galvanic energy spits out a round. You get the idea that this is some sort of railgun type thing, and it hits him, and poof, like it blows part of his armor off, and he's like, ah!
Oh, that was quite interesting. Oh, my shoulder and my face.
So here's the soak value of 5, and this rifle deals 8 points of damage. So you deal a total of 11. So you only deal 6 points of damage to him.
Oh shit.
He is still fairly intact.
Well,
he's surprised you managed to fire the weapon, though, and he points it out by saying, "I didn't think a cretin like you would be capable of firing a weapon like that."
Well, you're a cretin yourself, so we should all be surprised.
Did you just call me a creature, sir? A creature? I am tired of the mongrel race being looked down upon. Racists! All of you British people.
Our good friend Hero there is a mongrel.
Oh, so, because you have one friend who's a mongrel, you're not a racist.
Yes.
Honestly, Warren, I don't know which side I should be on here.
Warren, I'm going to give you a black die on your next roll.
That's fine.
Your threat. The rest of your team is up.
I'll try and stab him.
Sure.
This man who has taken only 6 damage out of 11 damage hit.
Let's see what I can do here. I failed.
You do stab him. You land it dead center on his chest, and as you cut away his laboratory clothing, you can see that the control mechanism for his steam arms, it turns into like an armor plate on the front. You just scratch it a little bit with your sword, and he's like, "That's right. You can't defeat steel like this with your weak blade."
I just look at my sword. I think I dulled the blade a bit. Normally that would be no problem.
Rest of the team, what's happening next?
Something like this happened, well, about 35 years ago, Same problem.
He was like, I was fighting Simon Bolivar for the dictatorship of Peru. When my blade went dull.
My blade went dull. He was wearing a similar steam box on his chest, powering these sorts of pneumatic arm contraption. You see, it was quite ingenious, really, but you know, it's a bit of a pain.
Really, South American politics would have been very different if I had won that duel.
That's good. That's good, Cornelius. Keep it up. I'm gonna start shuffling my way over to the vent.
Okay. What do you want to do with the vent?
I want to go in that room.
Yeah, make a 3P athletics check to jump up to that vent, just like last time.
I'm gonna whisper to Adelaide to be like, "Come on, let's go."
Adelaide, are you gonna help boost him up?
The other two can die. Sure. Oh shit, that's fucking right. It's like 1,000,000 feet up.
Yeah, you have to jump up to it. Adelaide will give you a blue die.
God damn it! What was the difficulty again?
3 purple.
I don't know if I can do that on an athletics.
Yep.
I mean, you can do it. It'll just be difficult.
I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade it, so it's 1 red and 2 purple.
Ooh, fun.
I can't. Like, I'm gonna get over to the wall and look at and remember that I did this before, and deja vu style, and look at the height and realize that I can't fucking do it, and there's just no chance. I'm gonna look at Adelaide and be like, can you make this jump?
Yeah, maybe.
No, there's no maybe. We're saving the queen.
I mean, there's a maybe that I'm gonna make it, or I'm gonna fall and not make it.
All right, fine, and I'll go down to a knee to like boost her up.
Okay, Adelaide, you make an athletics check. 1 red, 2 purple. You have 1 blue die added to it.
I'm so fucked. My athletics is 2 green.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
Yeah, that was my thoughts.
Fuck.
Oh shit!
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah.
Look, Hero also like comes up while he's tossing you in the air. There's some cheerleading action. Adelaide's like reaching up. We zoom in on her boots. They're not just normal work boots. They're steam Nikes. She gets so much air, grabs a hand on the vent, and pulls herself up. You're in the vent that's meant for someone about half your size. You can hear people speaking down deeper in the ventway. Do you want to keep crawling?
I guess I just look up at her because I can't make that jump even with her helping from above, and I'll just be like, open the door from the other side.
Does the vent seem to lead that way?
It does seem to lead deeper into the cavern, yes.
I guess I'll start shuffling down there.
You climb that way. As you reach the end of your movement for this turn, you look out over a open work area that encompasses the rest of this interior spire area. There are a number of huge blankets that have been laid on the side of the building. So there's a massive cutout that covers about 2/3 of the spire that have all been covered with blankets, and you can see that they have this massive airship that I poorly drew over here. So it is built using all 3 of the tribe's technology and styles. It's got like a 2-pronged catamaran style hanging from a First Nation style blimp, and it's being powered by Texan generators. And you can see that there's a number of steel rings that run in between the 2 catamaran tongs in order to focus energy there. And you're pretty sure that this is the secret weapon that's supposed to go destroy Jamestown and then the world. There are a number of people working on it. There are 4 First Nations tribesmen who have snake tattoos on their face that are cutting mooring lines and preparing to launch. There are also 2 small skiffs nearby. So these are like a sail, a wing, an engine, and 2 people can hang off of them. They're meant to help rescue people who've fallen off of airships and such, to try to zoom down and get them. to help send like rescue craft to other airship. You're not supposed to stay on them for more than 4 hours because there might be some lingering interaction from the field around it. You know, you're just spending too much time exposed to a raw engine. There are maybe a dozen lab Cody scientist type folks, and there's the door. It looks like it has a big bank vault style turny wheel thingy.
How close is everybody to the door?
No one is near the door. Absolutely no one is near the door.
So can I drop down and open the door this time?
You are at your full movement, just crawling through the vent, pulling yourself in.
Alright.
Which now makes it the doctor's turn. The doctor is going to try to rip Cornelius apart with his raw steam arms.
Now, it does say here that my sword has a quality of defensive 1. So
that means you get a extra black die.
Cool.
In melee combat, which this is.
Cool.
Very well. I shall add that to this roll, sir. I shall add it to this roll.
I thought that might be important, so
it is important, sir. It is important indeed. Verily, however, you shall get the shit kicked out of you. I should note herein that thou shalt take 8 points of damage, minus thy soak.
Damn. I'm hurting. Yeah.
Yes, I bet you are.
I'm at a total of 7 out of 10.
Wow. So
yeah, you're in the spot I was when I first started this episode.
He grabs you with both of his actual arms, and then his 4 steel arms start punching you all over the place. By the time you pull away from him, you've got a black eye, a loose jaw, some of your buttons have been torn off, and he's holding your belt in his bottom left hand.
I like that belt.
He whips the belt at you. Whoosh! You can hear that crisp, fine leather that you've oiled over the last 35 years. He takes 2 more points of strain. He's starting to look a little woozy, as if this much fighting has been pretty difficult for him.
I can imagine steel arms and all that. Yeah.
Team, you guys, you're up now. What would you like to do?
I would like to try and stab him.
Very well.
Sure.
Show me the power of your dice rolls, sir. 2 purple and 1 black die, I say to thee.
Very well. Well, I got a hit. Probably not enough to damage him, but...
It is not. All of that together is not enough to break his soak. You slam a hit against his steel carapaced armor. Ching! And he's just like, your feeble British fighting sword could never defeat my amazing technology. Texas forever, bitch. You have 2 black... I'm sorry, you have 2 threat here. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a black die to your next roll, Cornelius. Y'all are up. What would you like to do?
Can I drop down and open the door now?
Yep. You drop down, you open the door. That's your whole turn, though. Pull yourself down. You go, you start opening the door. You hear somebody shout. They're like, someone's opening the door! You see the 4 guys that are cutting the mooring lines finish it, and the ship can't get out because the like giant blankets are in the way. So someone is like cutting the blankets away with an axe. The scientists are thrown into complete chaos. They have no idea what's happening. Hero, York, the door is now open. Cornelius is getting his shit kicked in. The doctor looks woozy, but he is relatively uninjured. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm going to go shoot.
Yes, with what gun? Your rifle?
My rifle, unless... Yeah, with my rifle.
Very well.
And I will spend a story point to... Almost a story die. Story point to upgrade my roll.
Very well. It is 2 black die and 2 purple die.
Yep. All right, here we go. Going to roll real badly, probably.
Why would you say that?
Because that's how I've been rolling with the system so far. So 2 purple, 2 black.
Yes.
All right.
Oh no, I feel like I've removed your soul from your body at this point.
Oh my God.
You're just like,
It's really bad.
I can't roll at all anymore. I'm basically not Bandito.
Well, at least
The system is not with me today.
You miss real bad. You go to fire this thing, it takes the whole second to charge, and the doctor's just like dodging around. You almost hit Cornelius. Actually, you shoot Cornelius's hat. With that many failures, yeah, Cornelius's hat is gone.
This thing is incredibly heavy. I'm sorry, Cornelius.
Cornelius, there's
angry and dejected at the same time.
There's a fist-sized circle cut out of your hat, and you can feel several strands of your hair are on fire underneath the hat.
Sorry, I'll pass my die to give the
hero will
Doc
be.
Ock.
Oh, you're gonna give him a black die.
Fine,
fine, you jerk. Hero, doors open. You're at the vent. Suit's fighting Cornelius. Cornelius is taking some big hits, taking some small hits.
And there's guards inside the.
There are no guards, but there are men manning the airship, preparing to cast it off.
Adelaide's like waving towards the airship.
Okay, yep.
She's got those 2 orange cones. She's like, this way, go.
I am going to look to fire my pistol. I'm going to grab my pistol off the ground.
Yep. I want to remind you it's not loaded because you already shot it.
Oh, I know. I remember. Actually, I'm going to take Adelaide's rifle, toss it back to Adelaide, scoop up my pistol from the ground, click the trigger towards Doc Mongrel, realizing that it's empty, and then I look at Warren and Cornelius and I go, "Well, boys, you're on your own, and let's close the door and book it."
Sorry, which direction are you booking it? I'm super confused now.
Towards the super ship.
Okay, so you're going to close the door to prevent Cornelius and Warren from following you.
More importantly, to prevent the Dr. Mongrel from following.
I see. Interesting.
Wow, we just became sacrificial lambs.
You slam the door. You pull the door shut.
Anything for the queen. Okay? It's the least she deserves is my life.
All right.
Billy Bob, do something useful.
Billy Bob's just like, I am doing useful stuff. I'm playing the Queen's anthem. I shot at people. Okay,
Billy Bob, fix your accent.
I'm sorry.
Use the Queen's English.
The Queen's English.
I was so busy using American English that I had forgotten.
Can you use this gun?
Are you throwing him the rifle?
Can he use heavy weapons?
I mean, he's gonna try.
Sure, I toss him the rifle. Give me your pistol. We'll do tradesies.
He's like, my pistol's empty. I shot it earlier.
Well, shit.
I mean, he throws you the pistol anyway. Oh, fuck. He actually hits with the gun.
Oh, good.
11 points of damage. Which will end up being reduced to 6. Okay, so the doctor gets shot again. This time there's lots of blood and matted fur, and he starts hissing. He's like, ah!
Good job!
He's like, I didn't know I could do that.
You could always surrender, you know?
The doctor is just like, you could always die. It is the doctor's turn to murder, and the doctor will try to murder Cornelius.
So he has 2 black die because I moved over my 1 black die.
Sure.
Yes. Black guy putting in work.
With that shot he took, he's super woozy. He's and the steampunk arms are woozy as well. It's super weird because, of course, arms shouldn't be woozy, but he's controlling them. In the process, he takes another point of strain. He drops to one knee. He's like, I'll get you, British fools. He's barely hanging in there. Team, you guys.
Son of a bitch. Where's the other gun? Actually, now I think about it.
I mean, Hero just took it and threw it at Adelaide, so.
What did Adelaide do with it?
She's holding it.
Well, all right.
All right, team. Adelaide and Hero on one side of the security door. The team of First Nations people are moments away from cutting out the blanket that's in front of them and launching this Death Doom ship toward Jamestown. Okay. The other team is, of course, fighting the Doctor, who is starting to take some significant damage. He's getting really tired, but one hit from him will kill Cornelius.
I'm gonna run to the super ship with Adelaide, I'm assuming following behind me. I'm gonna toss whoever looks like they're in charge and say, I'm gonna toss them the gold bar that I have and say, there's an emergency going on. I'm commandeering this ship. We have to head to Jamestown now.
Oh.
Dee-da-dee-da-dee-da-dee. And I do that little dance. And I'm like, cast off.
Okay, I'm gonna spend a story point on this. Make a...
I'm gonna counterspend your story point.
Okay, so you're gonna boost yourself. Yeah, that's fine. You should. All right, so make a deception check. It is 2 red, 1 purple, 1 black.
Oh, fuck. Do I get anything for using the gold bar?
I will give you 2 blue dice.
Nice. What about Adelaide?
Do you help Adelaide? If you do, what do you do?
Look super southern, just like you're my sister and also my wife.
Can't wait for Rhinosaurus to watch this one.
Did you move the couch off our front lawn this morning?
No, that's the most West Virginia thing I've heard.
All right.
Morgantown. Thanks, Morgantown. You set that couch on fire, brothers. You set that couch on fire for no specific reason.
It really, like, couches in the front yard is really no different. No matter where you go, you will find a couch in the front yard. In Wisconsin, they're just covered in snow. Like, it's literally...
But everything's covered in snow in Wisconsin.
Where else do you put your extra couch? Because you got a new one.
Yeah. And, like, you know that broken down car that you've had forever because you're too lazy to sell it? You know, where else are you going to put that but at your front yard?
You bet.
Like,
you trade it up until you own, part of SpaceX. That's how it goes. Adelaide, what do you do to help this incredible story he's trying to sell?
She'll say, it's no time to argue, let's just go. And hope they...
Okay, all right. Take an extra blue die.
I will. Fuck, I feel like this is a really hard roll.
Yeah, everything you have revolves around this roll. I mean, when you fail, probably...
2 red, though? 2 red?
Yeah. You're trying to fool people who are super smart and not easily lied to. And I spent a point on this.
People who stereotypically don't have very good social skills. And are lied to all the time.
I feel like you've just talked some very serious shit about engineers that you're going to have a hard time.
Elon Musk in an interview? It's not fun.
It's not. I mean, Elon Musk from 3 years ago was killing it. He was so popular.
One person asked him if he wanted to smoke weed, and he just kind of did it. And then did you see him when he did it? He's never smoked weed before.
Yeah, but he can't smoke weed because his company has
pressured into it that easily.
Yeah.
He's a billionaire, and that's how weak his personality is.
You think his personality is weak? Are you kidding me?
By a world-renowned diver, and he goes to call the guy a pedophile. Yeah, I think his personality's real weak.
Okay, make your rule. We're not using Elon Musk as a template for steampunk society, people.
Okay, that's fine.
Elon Musk, not all engineers. Okay,
that's good, right? No, that's bad.
No, that's bad.
Is that good?
Did you spend your upgrade?
Yeah, I got. Wait, did I get an upgrade or I got 3 purple?
You did say you were spending a die to upgrade.
Oh fuck! No, I didn't do that.
I will let you roll 1 yellow die. All you need to do is get 2 successes on it instead of 1, and you'll succeed.
Wait, so I'm rolling
1 yellow die because your green would have become a yellow
die.
Okay,
but it already has a success on it, so it needs 2 successes. Nope, it's only 1 success. It's the same result.
Well, it's got an additional advantage. So I'll have 3 advantage.
So it's 3 advantage.
I'll take that. You have 3 advantage.
Okay.
They do not believe your bullshit. The guy that you're talking to says, you know, normally as an engineer I'd fall for that, but seize them!
Can my
3 advantage?
Can my advantage be to take the guy hostage? He goes, seize them, and I turn him around and like pistol to his head.
But your pistol isn't loaded. I guess they don't know that. I guess they don't know that. Negate enemy's defense, ignore penalty, gain +1, force target to drop. I will allow it. You grab the guy and you hold a pistol to his head. The 4 guys on the ship don't stop what they're doing, but everybody else in the room does. And he's like, kill them! No, wait, no, don't do it.
I'm gonna double down on the lie. I'm gonna be like, we need to get to Jamestown.
No, they don't. They definitely don't believe that.
How do they
You're
know?
never gonna sell them on that.
How do they know? They don't have proof to the contrary.
You have a gun to their head.
Yeah, because he just wanted to seize me. In this instance, for people who don't have proof either way, that guy's the bad guy.
Cornelius, Warren, let's talk about you guys. Adelaide and Hero, they spend their turn trying to do some convincing. It is less than convincing. Now they're in a hostage situation. What are you guys doing outside with the Rat Man? Really? Pondo? That's what gets a laugh out of you? Jesus.
No, I'm just
going to tell nothing but Rat Man jokes from here on out. Rest of my life.
I'm just thinking of the situation, how messed up it is at the moment.
Well, look, if you want me to keep putting you in messed up situations for the rest of your life, I can arrange for that too. Yeah?
I'm going to go over to Cornelius.
Yep.
And sort of body block for him.
I see.
While aiding his next roll. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cornelius, you have 1 blue die and an extra black die against you. So when someone tries to hit you, Warren will try to help take the blow.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try and do the stabbies again, and hopefully get multiple successes so I can get through his armor.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use a story point to prevent that. So you're rolling red, purple, black.
Can we use the story font to prevent you from preventing that?
Sure, why not? Cornelius, you get an extra upgrade to your dice.
Okay, well, let's make sure I'm on the right table here. Oh my god, why?
And that red die did some work.
Yeah, it did.
You, feeling dramatically inclined, enter into a fencing stance. Ha-ha! 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 You hit him dead center in the center of the chest with the point, and he just looks down and goes, ha-ha.
I feel like Yoda hitting R2-D2 with a cane.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and spend another story point in order to boost my roll to give myself a blue die, because I'm already at 3 yellow. A 2 black, 2 purple. I'm going to give you guys an option to use a story point before I make this roll to kill Cornelius.
Yeah, I'm going to use the story point to prevent you from killing him.
I feel bad because I really want to kill him, but I'll allow it.
I'm sure you do.
I do hit you, and it hurts real bad. Real bad. It hits you for 9 points of damage.
How much?
9.
9?
Well, that's,
For 1 success?
Yep.
How much damage was he doing before?
A lot. About that much. Yeah.
No, he did like 5 to me before, and he had 2 successes.
Yeah. And last round he did 6 to me.
Because you didn't
So his melee
brawl
deals. Oh, you're right. I'm thinking of the gun, not the. Okay.
Okay.
It's 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 8 damage.
Okay, so I take 6, which puts me at -3.
All right. I need you to make a D100 roll on the critical chart, and let's see how bad things go. Critical roll.
Took 2 story points, but I want to take 1, by the way.
88. All right, I'll give you guys back. You are compromised. Increase difficulty of all skill checks until this critical injury is healed. So you go down. Cornelius is down.
Does he just punch around me to hit Cornelius?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, he's got so many arms, you couldn't even like you block 2 of his arms, right? And he's like, hey. And the other 2 steam arms punch Cornelius, and then he uppercuts Cornelius in the balls, and Cornelius is like, oh, as he falls back. Oh. As he passes out, he says, like yeah.
Billy Bob, please shoot this man.
This reminds me of William Tell's Overture. Oh. Okay, Billy Bob is going to try to make the shot.
Sad part is I could probably fix this because I'm a healer.
It's too bad. You're doomed. All right, what do we get on this roll? Billy Bob. He misses this time around. He goes to fire. He builds another point of strain for himself. He's starting to get a little tired. The 4 First Nations people cut away, and the ship begins launching from the bay. You have one last chance to destroy the ring and save Middle Earth forever. If you run after the ship and try to jump on it.
I guess I'll try to do that.
Or alternatively, you could try to grab one of those little skiff things that's just an engine, a wing, and a sail, and try to ride those after the ship. If you'd rather not, because I gotta be honest here. If you run after a ship, you jump and you fail. It's not that you don't jump; it's that you jump and you fall 79 stories to your death. There's no critical failure on this roll because not succeeding is a critical failure.
How difficult? How far behind are we from the ship?
So it's pulling out slowly at first in order to clear. So you're gonna have to dramatically run alongside it as it's going on, then like jump over right as it pulls out.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Take the skips.
Yeah, because neither of us are pilots either.
Adelaide is actually a pilot.
Excuse me.
Yeah, Adelaide. So
like
you start running.
Green pilot.
She's like, "Excuse me."
Are you really like your pilot skill? Is it that good? I don't remember.
It's a green and a yellow, so it's got 1 point. And
she drifted an airship,
points.
sir.
So I mean, it's about as good as you can get at this level.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 point better.
Okay, so I got like the guy like around the neck, empty pistol to his head, and I'm like, Adelaide, what do I do?
She holds up a hand. She's like, and then she just runs for one of the stars.
I would like to spend a score point if I can to make it to where the ship takes a snag trying to leave the dock.
Ooh, that's nice. Like it hits something, like the dock doors aren't open all the way by the time it gets
Well,
out.
they were cutting down the blankets that were holding it in place. So, yeah, I will accept a story point for that. Adelaide, what would you like to do now? Are you still going for a skip?
Can we just get on the ship now? Or?
You can attempt to get on the ship. It will still require a roll. Failure will not mean falling to your death. It'll just mean one of the crewmen like blocks you from jumping.
I'll try to do that then.
Okay. You are attempting to succeed at a brawl check versus...
Oh, good. I'm sorry.
Versus 2 purple and 1 black.
So 2 purple.
You shouldn't have said that.
Right.
To jump on the ship?
Yeah.
Point well worth.
Adelaide leaves Hero behind while he's holding his gun at this guy's head. She dashes forward as the ship gets caught. It's unable to leave the dock. You can see a guy cutting it away. In the next few seconds, it'll be free and they'll be gone. Can Adelaide make it onto the deck of this catamaran? Make your roll.
I don't suppose Hero wants to help me with this.
Oh, am I running too?
Are you running too?
I don't know how I would be running. Yeah, all right. No, I mean, I don't know how I would help, but
you could just push her. Just be like, ha
ha!
You could throw a useless pistol at the guy who's about to block her.
Hey, catch! Yeah,
you already did it once, man.
I'm gonna hit the scientist that I have over the head with the pistol. and go, hey, catch to the guy on top of the thing and toss it to him. And then I'm going to run after Adelaide. Okay.
Adelaide, make your roll. You have 1 blue die.
Okay.
How could you possibly fail? Hey, that's good, right?
You don't just get on the ship. You actually knock this guy who's fumbling with the gun off. He's like, ah! You shoulder check him. He's like, ah! He falls in between one of the metal rings that's between the 2 catamaran tongs. The body goes in, and nothing comes out.
Okay.
The whole deck of this catamaran tong is vibrating with energy. You can tell that the engine drives are fully charged, like overcharged. These are unsafe. You're a mechanic. You know that this shit is unsafe. It is generating an etheric current and a galvanic field that is way beyond normal. Hero goes to jump on behind you. You like grab him, pull him up. You're now both on the ship facing 3 dudes with axes in melee range. Speaking of melee range, let's talk to Warren. Cornelius gets punched in the balls, and now it's you and your faithful, trusty companion Billy Bob facing down an angry rat man.
Excellent.
Yeah, you sure outplayed me here.
Did you say that Billy Bob came in with a shotgun?
He did. He's been firing it. It's out.
He's been firing a pistol.
Well, yes. I mean, he's got one of those little... Look, you've played Call of Duty. You know about those little shotguns that you can just fire forever.
Yeah?
Yeah, exactly. It's that thing.
So it's a shotgun pistol?
Yeah.
Okay.
They definitely have those. Shit, they got revolvers you can fire.
Yeah, they do. It's a revolver that shoots a 410. We're just not going to get into that.
You sure? We could just have a whole stream talking about guns.
I mean, we could. Yeah, we've done it before.
There's a chrome finish. You can tell that the handle has been modified in order to accommodate CQC.
I can't really do much to this guy at the moment. I am just going to
cheerlead Billy Bob. Really? You're like, I can't do anything. I will let the NPC fight my battles for me.
I pretty much can't at the moment because I don't have any gun or anything. I'm going to attempt to aid Billy Bob into shooting this guy.
Excellent. Unfortunately, you don't have ranged heavy, so...
I can't aid if I don't have that?
No, well, you can't give him anything more than a blue die, which is fine.
That's fine. That's
sure. Let's see how Billy Bob does. I thought I hit shoot. There we go. No, he misses. Billy Bob goes to fire with the rifle that you've thrown him, and at this point, the rifle kicks back, butts him in the head, and he falls unconscious. You are now left holding no weapons, standing before the rat dude who is approaching you at high speed. And it's his turn. And he's going to pummel you to death.
All right.
I hope you don't like death, because you're about to get pummeled by it. Nope.
Oh, sweet.
What? 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 Okay.
The Hunchback Lux continues.
He charges towards you. He is moments away from crushing your skull in one of his mechanical arm hands when he trips over Billy Bob's unconscious body, falls flat forward comically, and knocks himself out.
I think Warren the entire time was like screaming like a girl the entire time.
He is out of strain and has knocked himself out in the process.
Can I get Cornelius back up?
Well, I mean, it's not your turn anymore.
Okay.
Because your turn was help Billy Bob. The 3 guys who are getting this... Yeah, apparently the audience was humming God Save the Queen. That's what did it, friends. That's what did it. The 3 men on the airship with snake tattoos, they're upset, they're armed, and they're going to all try to stab Adelaide with some axes. So one guy is still guiding the airship away. He's cutting away the thing that's holding it in place. The airship is now out in open air next to the spire, and you can hear these guys calling out in First Nations, you don't really know what they're saying because none of you speak it. But you could see that there are other airships that are starting to rise from around the spire and from the independent camp because alarms have been going off for the whole fight. So it looks like the fleet is rising in order to escort the ship that you're currently on, which no one knows is full of traitors, namely you two. Adelaide, you're going to take an attack from the two guys that are trying to stab you to death. I assume that you would like to not be stabbed to death.
It would be nice.
Well, unfortunately, as the GM, I don't do nice things. I do things where you die. And you do your best to not die.
Yeah.
So let's see here. They get 1 green die. One yellow die. You have 2 purple and no defense. And they're hitting you for 4 points of damage. All right. So it's a melee weapon. It is 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. As the 2 guys come towards you, ha, ha, ha! They get some pretty savage cuts against you. You're like using the airship ropes to like swing around, keep stumbling back along the prong that you're on. But each of these 2 things along this catamaran are just wide enough for 1 person. You keep running into Hero. There's not a lot of space to retreat. Could be really bad. However, they take, so because they're minions in the system, instead of taking strain damage, they take actual wound damage when they would take strain. So they hurt themselves attempting to kill you. Team y'all, what would y'all like to do? Cornelius, you're unconscious. Hero, Adelaide, you're both on the airship that is now in open air, 79 stories up. Warren, that lift is still coming down. Go team.
The lift is coming down?
Yes, the lift has been coming down since the beginning of the fight.
Now, they said they closed the door behind us, but he never said anything about locking it.
It's locked.
It's locked because it's closed. So wait, the lift is going down to pick people up, right?
No, it's bringing people down.
It's bringing people from the top down. Yeah.
Are we not at the top?
No, you're on the 79th floor. The 80th is the top of the spire. They were holding a big ceremony conference up there to commemorate the destruction of Jamestown.
Can I? How many points was the point differential right now?
You have 1 point.
It's pretty big.
Go ahead. Give me your last point. Doom yourself. Pondo's like, all right, look. I didn't want to do this, Cornelius, but I produced some dynamite. I strap it to your body, and I throw you into the lift. Then I sit there next to you and sing a bedtime story as the fuse begins to light.
What would I have to do to see if I can get Cornelius back up?
You would
if
need.
I can.
I mean, you really can't. He needs some serious medicining.
What he needs is
the medic, so.
Cornelius to heal him.
You know what would be great though? Probably if you would get out of the area before people recognize that you're super murderable right now. Because there were alarms going off. People from below you on the 79th and lower floors are probably coming up to investigate. Maybe you'd like to live through this excursion somehow.
Yeah. All right. So let's spend that point.
I see.
Can I drag both Billy Bob and Cornelius out of here?
I'm afraid not.
So I have to choose?
Yeah.
All right. So let's spend that point.
To save Billy Bob.
Save Billy Bob. Yeah.
No. I'm going to trap the mongrel man with explosives. And I'm going to drag.
You're doing that thing where you're taking a grenade, you're putting it in his hand and rolling his body over it. So that when someone comes to check him, he's like, blam! Is that what you're doing?
No, but except bigger explosive.
Okay.
Essentially, yes.
Are we talking like timed explosive? Like his body will explode in 1 minute?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You light the fuse.
And I'll take Cornelius and drag him out of here.
Okay. What are we talking? Like one leg dragging behind you, pulling as best you can
down the stairs.
Probably fireman carrying him if possible.
All right. I want to remind you, Cornelius lost his belt earlier, so when you go to fireman carry him, his pants are now around his knees.
So
is he wearing the Britain flag underwear? Like
no, he's not you. He didn't get a critical failure.
All right, that's fine. He can live with the shame.
He could live with the shame. Good sir, I do not think Cornelius could live with the shame. An honorable gentleman such as he.
Absolutely not. I remember back when similar accounts happened to a friend of mine.
Nope.
Before you were born.
Adelaide, hero. You're on the weapon. You could destroy it with great ease if you weren't currently on it. And there are 3 people trying to kill you. What would you like to do?
How do you destroy it with great ease?
Well, probably you would just cut all the ropes so it fell down.
Okay.
Or just aimed it towards the ground and kick the engine into high gear. Cut the blimp so that all the air comes out of it and then it falls from the sky.
Yeah. Are
you suddenly like looking at that blimp and you're like, man, if only I had a trench knife. Boop.
Well, I want to punch the guys who are killing me because I'll die next turn if they're not dead.
Yeah, okay. Let's do that. It is 2 purple to punch them.
All right, here goes the punch.
Wow. Okay. So your brawn is what, 2?
2.
Okay, so you deal 6 points of damage. They have a soak of 3, which means you deal 3 points of damage. They have 1 hit point left as a group. And with 3 threat, Adelaide, you you're like punching people left and right. They're all going down, and then you slip, and now you're grasping onto one rope hanging from the airship, desperately trying to not fall 79 stories. We get that really fake from above CGI cam where you're like looking at the camera, you're like, but we can tell that you're in a studio, really obviously, and then it's a green screen floor and you're probably only like a foot up. That's the scene right now. Hero, you watch as Adelaide slips and falls, but manages to grasp a rope at the last second.
Yeah, I'm going to sucker punch the group.
Okay.
All of the group at the same time.
Very well.
Triple sucker punch.
I'm gonna spend my story point. It's now a red and a purple for you, sir. A red and a purple.
And I'm brawling.
You are brawling.
Oh, that's so bad. Fuck, dude. I stand like no chance. I'm gonna counter your story point.
You cannot because you had 0 story points at the beginning of this.
Oh, okay. I am going to cry internally.
Good,
and
good. Excellent.
Can I wait? I can exert stress, strain, can I, to like do extra shit?
Yep. You could take 1 blue die if you spend 2 points of strain, I believe. Something like that.
Can I take 3 blue die for 6 points of strain?
You only can do it once.
Okay, well, let's do that.
Okay.
2 strain, 1
I would have been using that a lot more often.
Yeah, I forgot about it. It just literally just can't.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, aiming. Turns out aiming rules.
And I will brawl Areno.
Very well.
Keep your fingers crossed, ladies and gentlemen. That's bad, right?
That's really very bad. You take 2 points of strain.
2 more points of strain?
Yes.
Yep.
So you're fighting them and you're like, it's not going well for you. Like the 3 of them are barely up. You can see though that one of them is hefting their boarding axe and is preparing.
I'm in like ye old boxing stance, like, I got you, Adelaide. And I'm like, oh, get a hit again. Like, come at me, you braggarts. And I like hit again. It's time for tea. And like another one hits me. I'm just getting walloped.
One of the guy cuts the line that Adelaide is holding onto, and Adelaide begins falling.
Okay.
Warren, let's talk about your story.
Do I take damage?
Nope.
Before you...
Nope.
Okay, I didn't take any damage.
They spend their whole turn cutting Adelaide free of the ship. Free falling. Warren, let's talk about you and Cornelius real quick. What is your plan to move down 40 stories to get back to your ship?
There's no second lift or anything?
No. I mentioned that thoroughly the first time around. There's no lift.
I'm just double checking.
Yep, no lift. I mean, look, you don't even have to go back to your ship. You could steal somebody else's ship. You could just get on a ship and be like, it's an emergency, let us on. I don't know what your plan is. Tell me. Tell me what your plan is.
I guess I'll try that, yeah. Just be like, try to find the ship and be like, holding Cornelius, like, quick, it's an emergency. My friend is very injured and needs medical attention. Needs to get there to a doctor immediately.
Okay. All right. Make a charm check.
Excellent.
2 purple. And I'm just gonna go ahead and make that 1 red, 1 purple.
Well, that's not great.
Well, it is great for me. It's just not great for you.
Can I get a bonus for him actually being unconscious?
I aid by being actually injured, which lends credence and believability to the story.
I'll allow it, even though it's clearly bullshit.
I mean, you don't have to give me it. I was just
No, I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
Okay.
Look, I just killed Cotton, probably. So I feel like I can give you guys some leeway. Now it's up to Swargula to save the entire world.
Well, just Jamestown, really.
Yes.
You're like, just Jamestown, nowhere important.
Yeah, we'll figure something else out before they conquer the rest of the world.
Before they get to London.
Yeah.
Yeah. York, you get rushed onto a independent airship. Someone's just like, this way, sir, this way. Now come now. Get on my ship, the Southern Hospitality. I've got a doctor and a medical facility on board. Let's get you fixed up right quick, sir.
Thank you. Very well.
So they're cutting their mooring lines and the ship is pulling away, and he's like, do you happen to know what all the commotion is up there? You see, I'm from Cincinnati. I don't really know what's going on around here. I was just... What are you doing, Cornelius? You're raising a hand.
Yes, I would like to request to burn a story point here.
Okay, to do what?
As they're cutting their mooring lines and backing the ship out, I would like the ship to be positioned in such a way to where Adelaide falls on top of the balloon.
I had a slight idea.
We can wait for her to Cotton, whatever.
Cotton, all right. What's your idea?
Oh, I was going to ask Ben to spend a story point to land on one of those little rescue miniature things you said.
Okay, you want just one to be flying around the area and you land on it.
Yeah, I want to boot the guy off and take a skiff.
Okay, all right. Yeah, so Cornelius, we'll go with that one. I like it better because there's still a chance that she'll die as part of it.
That's fine.
You're thrown onto a surgeon's table. The guy looks at you and says, he's going to have to lose a leg, and then pulls out a bone saw. Warren, he's like, get the other end, son.
Wait, what?
Is that really true? Does he actually need to lose the leg?
You know, I didn't agree with this surgical medicine, but it's a proper American technique. They've been teaching it in New Orleans for a while.
Am I conscious?
No.
Is he actually, like... is he in actual position where he actually needs to get the leg cut off?
It's hard to tell. Why don't you go ahead and make some sort of medicine check?
Even wounded would be.
Go ahead and make a medicine check.
He just fell down some stairs. That's all.
It's a 3 purple check because that's the difficulty of his critical injury.
That's fair. I only have 2 green. I'm not going to ask for a blue die because it wouldn't make sense in this instance.
From who? Who would you get a blue die from?
Well, I was like, I know all that's happened to him has been punched.
If only Cornelius was here, what would he say?
I succeed.
Oh shit!
Oh my God, you succeed. He definitely doesn't need to lose a leg.
No, it's not necessary. He just fell down some stairs. You just need to.
Maybe... Are you sure? It looks like he was gripped by some sort of hot, scalding, steam-powered arm grappler. But, all right, if you say you fell down some steam stairs, I'll believe you.
They really need to get those things fixed.
But look, I have some effervescent fluid here. We just need to get him to drink some things, and I'll see what I have to cut out of him to make him wake up.
I don't think any cutting is required.
We fade to black on that scene as he begins pouring some sparkling water into Cornelius's throat. Adelaide, you could spend your story point. You will need to make a brawl check. As you fall, one of these rescue ships is coming to grab you. You could see the guy, he's like, keeps looking up at you to see if he can connect with you. He's down at like the 20th level, but I mean, you're falling, so that's pretty quick. But then he notices that, you know, you're armed. He can hear people shouting, like, you know, death to that.
I'm not armed.
Okay, all right. That's true. I
forgot to buy weapons.
I like how proud you are of that.
It's okay. I don't actually have any skills using weapons. I'm more of a puncher.
Okay. Then you will need to make an athletics check to grab onto this ship as it goes past.
Okay. What's the...
I feel like the difficulty of grabbing onto a mooring line while falling 50 stories. I did say brawl, but I thought she was going to punch this guy off.
I thought that was the idea. That she was going to
first she's got to get onto the ship.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
All right. I think 3 purple is appropriate. You have this one chance to save yourself.
Do you want to spend a point to make your roll better?
Do we have a point that I can use?
Yeah, you got plenty of points. Use as many points as you like.
I would also recommend burning 2 points of strain to give yourself a blue die on top of it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
I mean, I just wanted to be able to help Hero if he needs it, possibly in the future, is why I didn't take your ship.
Okay.
Well, but if you have that though, then you could cut the weapon off of the airship, and he could.
Yeah, I know. That's why I wanted to land on this instead of your ship, so I can get Hero.
She's smarter than I am, guys. That's why. That's
Well, it's more dangerous, so yours is safer. Okay, let's try to do this then.
Wow. Okay. Well fun.
Wow.
Okay. Damn. Yeah. 4 successes. You land on it. You punch this guy off. You've got perfect control of it. Yeah. Yeah. He does that thing where he drops the airship so that you don't just like rip your arm off, you know, and you like slow down and you pull yourself up. And the guy like holds his hand out and he's like, "So where are you from?" And you push him off. He's like, "Ah!" He falls 20 stories to his death. You're now riding your surfboard wing object that's just literally a etheric engine attached to a sail. And,
can I use some of my successes to start catching up to Hero?
I mean, no, because you spent your whole turn falling down to here. It will take you some time in order to catch up to Hero. Hero, you've got problems. There are 3 dudes with axes. They're nearly unconscious or dead, but they will kill you if given a chance. What would you like to do?
I mean, I'm gonna try it again. I think.
Okay.
I don't think there's any like narrative thing that I can do.
Two purple.
Kamikaze yourself.
All you need to do is deal 4 points of damage.
4?
4.
They had like 1 hit.
They have 1 health, but they have 3 soak.
They have 3 soak.
Oh. I don't think I can deal 4.
Well, what's your...
How do you deal damage again? It's brawn, right?
So it's 1 plus your brawn plus the number of successes you get.
Plus brawn plus successes.
So if you get 1 success, you can kill it.
Okay, yeah.
So
all you have to do is hit.
2 purple, 1 red?
No, just 2 purple.
Just 2 purple? All right, I'm gonna double strain again.
Okay.
Do you want to use a story point?
I do.
You have 1.
I do.
Yeah, give me your last story point.
There you go. Did I do
you
that
heroically try to punch as hard as you can in what should be the climax of the whole movie.
1 blue, 1 upgrade, 2 green. Come on, dear God. That's bad.
You take 2 points of strain.
I take 2 strain?
What's
2 more strain?
Yes. What have you maxed out your strain yet?
I am at 9 out of 10.
Oh my goodness. You're feeling woozy as you punch dude, and then you punch another dude, and you kick a third dude, and they all fall off the airship. Ah!
Yeah. I'm like, it's time for tea. That's it.
Several seconds later, Adelaide pulls up beside you. You now have full command of this heinous weapon of war. More airships are beginning to approach and hail you. They're like, "Ho there! This is the Revenge of the Alamo. You look like you're having some trouble there, buddy. Why don't we send some crew members over there to help you with their weapon?"
Are they just shouting, or what are they on?
Yeah,
like
they're on an airship that's pulling near you. So remember, the whole air fleet is supposed to be escorting this ship that you're on, and they think that you're in charge of the ship, and they're offering to come help you because you're the only person on board. And they notice that there's a little rescue skiff right next to you. Partner, you okay over there?
It's like all's good and everything's doing quite well.
Why do you sound British?
Why don't you? No, I'm kidding.
Why don't you? Aren't we all members of the British Secret Service?
Chip and Terry Ho. I guess I'm like gonna meander my way, like kind of like drunkenly almost, dealing with the strain, to the helm.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna ram the nearest ship.
Okay.
Really? And
right, make a piloting check.
I don't think that's what I should do. I think I'm gonna just
no. You can set this to hit the Revenge of the Alamo real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna like tie it down. I'm gonna like tie the wheel down so that the ship is like going down and like gonna whatever mess everybody.
Make a piloting check.
Is that just piloting?
It's either piloting or drive. It's a 1 purple check, and I'm gonna upgrade it to a 1 red.
Oh shit! Did I just do a thing? Oh, I didn't do a thing. Okay.
No, that was me. I did a thing.
The word piloting. Okay. One purple, 1 red.
Just 1 red.
I'm gonna fail this.
It'll be hilarious if you do.
I will.
Can I assist him? Oh.
How do you assist him?
I want to tell him how to actually pilot the ship, like yell directions.
So you could see that he's clearly going to fail very badly without your help. And you're like, no, the left pedal, your other left, still not the left. All right. Adelaide, roll 1 blue die, and if you get 1 success, then you successfully destroy the ship. If not,
give me that success.
How do I roll 1 blue die? Do I just
at the top of your dice pool, just add 1 and click the roll button.
Oh, whoops.
There's your success.
It does have a success.
It doesn't matter. It's on the blue dice. We good. Fam.
So that's the scenario. Hero, you leap onto the rescue skiff as the 2 of you fly off into the sunset.
Yeah, the little like flashcards, like mid leap, like the TV show stops and it says Barbara Hero Wallace, and it's like MI6 agent rookie or something like that underneath it.
We get Warren desperately trying to keep this guy from opening Cornelius up surgically. And then we watch as the still charging engine of the super ship slams into the Revenge of the Alamo, and the crewman on deck's just like, I thought he seemed like a good guy. Oh shit! And we see the Alamo and this thing like hit the ground, explode. There's a little mushroom cloud, and then like weird purple rain begins falling in the area, and people are like, it's melting me. What will happen to Cornelius and Warren? How long can Adelaide and Hero outrun the fleet in a rescue skiff? I don't give a shit because we accomplished the mission. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations on forcing SidAlpha to buy a cosplay outfit literally for this episode. Also, congratulations on your success. I literally didn't think you could do it at several moments.
I thought you could do it.
I did not. I did not.
Can we do like a epilogue?
What? Okay.
Like, where's our characters now? Like after post mission success?
Absolutely. Hit me with your epilogue.
I mean, I feel like Hero would be like knighted, and like Cornelius or something would approach Hero with like, you're ready for the next mission part, something like that. Like
You left us to die. What do you mean not be there for you?
Yeah.
You like shut the door with us between us and a Iron Man mongrel.
I mean, I literally saved the world. What can you be mad about?
The queen is literally like, gentlemen, I don't have time for your shit. Sort it out somewhere that's not my court. Congratulations, Sir Wallace. Then she goes off being fucking awesome. Sorry, what was that?
No, I was able to combat the mongrel by myself.
I thought you were dead. I thought that's why I shut the door.
Well, you thought wrong.
Yeah, there's just a music playing scene of a gun shop with Cornelius pointing angrily at a nice, very expensive gun in a case, staring very pissed off at Warren, who lost his gun.
Had your gun? No, I had your gun.
You lost it. It went over.
Oh, that's right. It got taken out of my hand.
Mm-hmm.
It got thrown out of a window and then probably blown up in that explosion.
Yeah, and then like the music would be like the door to the gun shop would open, and Hero with his like knight suit, and like Adelaide probably with like her being recently knighted as well, is like standing there, and like Hero's like waving you both on, like we got the next mission, and there's like our brand new ship in the background, or something along those lines. And
Warren, what's your epilogue look like?
Probably being dragged, getting no credit for doing a lot of the work.
It's you and Billy Bob drinking in a bar, except he's dead, and you're so drunk you think he's alive, and he's like, I knew you could do it, buddy. I knew you could do it, and then he fades away. It's so painful for you to watch.
You were the protagonist all along.
Adelaide, what's your outro?
I gotta think of something Scottish because she's Scottish. She probably buys herself a nice sheep farm with the money she got.
Yeah, you gotta buy the farm, of course.
Goes back to, spy stuff on the side.
That's it. That's where we got to, guys. Oh, Jesus. All right, well, this is wild. Let's do some outros. Swargula, you're a person. You show up here sometimes.
Yeah, I'm generally a homo sapien, regardless of what my ex might call me. And I don't know. I honestly don't know what she calls me. She's French, so it's fine. I'm Swargula. Yeah, that's just my name. I don't do anything. I tweet a lot, and that's pretty much it. Like, follow me on Twitter. Don't bother following me anywhere else because everywhere else is mostly boring. I don't even have an Instagram, which people in LA are beginning to bug me about for whatever reason. But I don't take pictures of myself, so it's weird. And it's, yeah, I don't know.
Why aren't you taking pictures of yourself?
I'm not a picture guy.
But I feel like you could be.
I hate that. I hate it. Like when you go to like a concert or when you go hiking or whatever and everyone's taking pictures, I just want to slap the phones out of everyone and just scream at them.
Swargula, I really feel like you could pull off like a Chris Angel mind freak look. I think you could do it.
I would want to, but I would want to do David Blaine too much.
No, but you could pull off some like basic street magic, but still be just like, was this your card?
Was this your card?
Yeah, exactly. I feel like you could do it. Okay, maybe not like that, but I feel like if you worked on it a little bit with some stage makeup, you could do it.
Yeah, maybe when I inevitably break down and have my midlife crisis and begin going on stage. And
well, you have 15 years for that. Don't worry about it, buddy.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm 27, so like,
yeah, you got 15 years.
When I turned 27, I told myself I had one more year to join like the 27 club. That was like the running joke of the year. I have one more year to make something of myself, so I can join. For those of you who don't know what the 27 club is, it's a thing. Google it. But anyway, that was it. So I probably hit my midlife crisis this year, and it's looking like it.
Listen, buddy, if your midlife crisis is at 27, you're gonna be living less than medieval times, people. You need to work on that. You need to hope that you have a second midlife crisis.
I need a second. That's what I always wanted in life, just a second midlife crisis. I want two of them. It's a weirdly like optimistic thing. You've like lived long enough to have 2 midlife crises. That's great. That's so fantastic.
When you're not having 2 midlife crises, what are you doing on the internet?
I'm on Twitter. No, that's literally, I don't do anything on the internet. I'm kind of working on a million other things. A lot of them are too early to announce or like bother with because they're still in like pre-alpha phase. And that's literally it. I'm working on currently really close to releasing and this might actually interest you, Arthur, and some of Arthur's audience actually. I'm really close to releasing a short novelette on Amazon with artwork done by Radasaurus from like 3 years ago, based on the character that I played in Arthur's campaign for the Star Wars thing. I saw the art, and then the novel went from there. It's not the same story, but the character looks and kind of acts roughly the same. And so, like, I contacted Radasaurus to redo the art for
This
cover.
is the floating through the space art?
No, it's actually the other one. It's the one with the intestines on the ceiling.
Oh,
and the words,
my
and
God. Really?
Like, how much do you think it hurts?
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus, Swargula.
Yeah. Jesus. Oh, so that's, and for those of you who are curious, I sent Arthur the preliminary one. And,
I haven't read it yet, but now I don't think I want to read it.
That's, yeah.
I don't want to read any story really based on that scene.
It's probably one of the best things I've ever done.
Oh my God.
That's not true, but yeah. So good luck with that one. Yeah. So we'll see. Keep your eyes open for that. I might be tweeting it out. I might do.
I'm gonna close my eyes to that.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of things I close my eyes toward, let's talk to SidAlpha. Oh, nailed it. Look, some of those are better than others, but I feel like that one went pretty well.
I've been thinking about you lately.
So yeah, I had a lot of fun. This was a thing.
How hot is that suit now? 2 hours later.
It's actually not nearly as hot as I thought it was going to be. It's warm.
Okay. All right.
Definitely warm.
Okay.
It's not something I would want to wear during the summertime. That's for sure. But yeah, pretty good. So yeah, I had fun. I'm going to probably go back to resting because I'm still extremely sick and my Dayquil is starting to wear off. And I will see about whether or not I can get a video out tomorrow. Probably not, given how I feel right now. But I will be getting back to videos as soon as I can next week. So don't forget to stay tuned for that on my YouTube channel. And I'm also going to be back on Thursday for more Battletech with Cotton and Pondo and Radasaurus. And we're going to try and further battle the clans. It's going to be amazing.
We're still not figuring out what we're going to do yet, actually.
I mean, you guys will battle something.
Ourselves.
Yeah, I was going to say the real battle is ourselves. It's the friends we made along the way. Speaking of the friends we made along the way, let's talk to Pondo.
This has been a night. This is actually it's ended a lot better than I thought I was going to.
It ended a lot better than I thought it was going to. So yeah,
I thought we were just going to be dead because we couldn't kill the mecha rat guy.
I mean, you didn't kill him. Well, I guess bombing his corpse would eventually kill him, but technically you didn't kill him. You let him knock himself unconscious.
I played
as a bomb on a timer. I would assume that bomb went off.
Eventually, maybe. Dramatically.
I'd hope it would go off.
Look, if there was another playthrough of this, wouldn't it be great to have Dr. Mongrel show up with half his fur burn off and be like, I survived that blast when someone threw the dynamite out the window, but it burned half my fur. Now I'm back to skin your hide and use it to protect my body. You'll never defeat Doc Mongrel a second time when death is on the line.
Should have set that for 45 seconds, not 1 minute.
He's holding you, choking you over an open airship bay, and he's like, yes, you should have. And then he lets you go and drops you in the openness. And that's the end of the next episode, is you being like, no.
I would like to burn a story point to have that dynamite actually go off early and kill him.
It's too late. And you don't even have any story points, motherfucker. They belong to me. Pondo, when Sid isn't being a motherfucker, what are you doing? I like that one. I might actually just use that from now on.
We do have one story point left. Actually.
Damn it! Well, guess what? The game's over, so I get to say what happens. Rocks fall and everyone dies.
Fair.
Pondo, when you streaming again, motherfucker?
Knowing me, it'll probably be next Friday. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know what's going on.
My God, tomorrow? What are you going to stream tomorrow?
Probably Kingdom Hearts 3 if I do.
You're so hard to peer pressure. Can't you play more Kingdom Hearts?
Probably.
Okay.
I would if I could.
Okay.
I'm having fun with it. It's way too easy, but I'm having fun with it.
You're playing on like the hardest difficulty?
No, because I kind of wanted to play through it to enjoy it, but it's feeling like I am playing on the easiest difficulty, but I'm not. I'm playing like standard.
Okay.
I probably should have played on the hardest difficulty.
Well, don't worry. The Sephiroth battle will be hard.
Probably. Or not. I don't know. I'll find out.
It usually is.
Typically. Although I did do Sephiroth battle and beat it on like the first try on critical mode, which was amazing.
Okay. Guess what? I didn't do that, motherfucker. So congratulations. It sounds like you're pretty good at Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2.
No, not 2. I have not beat Kingdom Hearts Sephiroth Kingdom Hearts 1. I get annoyed by the fighting system in Kingdom Hearts 1 at times.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so spoiled by 2 being so great that 1 is just a pain to go through on occasion.
Okay. All right.
What do you mean? Like gameplay or story-wise?
I mean, both. I mean, I wouldn't say that 2 is like some sort of quantum leap above 1.
To me, it is.
Okay. All right. Well, we're all allowed to have opinions.
Okay.
Even if they're wrong.
Yeah, I know, right, AP?
You're like, I know, AP, because I'm talking about you. And I'm like, no, Pondo, I'm talking about you.
Yeah.
Cotton, before we do your outro, I want to read something real quick. I sent it to you a while back, and you were like, oh, it's so funny. Let's do a steampunk game. So I just want to reread it here. Take your carriage very slowly by your rival's home, that she might see your latest hat. Dialogue. Eat your heart, Catherine, you toad-eating hag. Reply. Elizabeth, surely you must be aware that I am unable to view the roads from my apartments due to the vastness of my estates. That one meme spawned all of this, Cotton. Basically, these last 2 Saturdays are entirely your fault. When you're not doing things that are your fault, no, technically anything you do is your fault. When you're doing things that are your fault, what are you doing? No, I feel like I killed this one. Just like Cotton, throwing people in the crocodile water.
Ooh, there you go.
They were already dead. I was just disposing of the evidence.
That doesn't make it any better.
I mean, it makes it a little better. I did save that one guy by shooting the other ones.
He still had to survive the innocent person.
Oh my God.
That's because he was already dead, and I couldn't save that one, so I saved his buddy.
Cotton, when are we starting this Red Dead Redemption streaming?
I don't know how to stream a PlayStation. I guess maybe...
PlayStation have its own streaming service that you can hook up to Twitch.
Do you?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, I guess I'll maybe figure that out, and then we'll figure that out when I'm going to stream.
Essentially, whenever she remembers asking me.
Maybe I'll figure it out myself then.
Okay.
I didn't know they had their own streaming service. It sounds like it'd be kind of easy that way.
That's like PlayStation Live or something.
It's hit or miss.
I do know that this shirt is super hard to sit in.
Yes, I can agree with that sentiment. I keep having to do the Picard maneuver.
No, I mean, it's just like, it's super solid, so it just wants us to like completely straight. And I want to relax and chill, but I can't.
Yep. I get it. My shirt's like nothing, so I'm like, I don't have sleeves. I ripped the collar off. I'm in fluid motion here. I'm good. Gotta show off the guns, like oof. Make this as awkward as possible.
Yeah, Cotton, you got anything else to cover?
I'm on BattleTech as well. It's my goal to annoy Sid's character by rolling my eyes at him and not really listening to him.
Yeah, I don't know how much longer that's going to last.
I mean, he seems fine with it.
If that's your goal, you definitely accomplished it.
Have I annoyed Aridin?
Yeah.
I'm doing my job then.
What about you, Arthur? What's up with you?
Well, I'm here.
You got anything going on?
Not really. Just, constant shows.
What's your next one shot?
What is my next one shot? I don't have one on the schedule, so.
What's the weirdest game you have GM'd on stream? Out of all the campaigns that you've done. So, this is the weirdest.
Define weirdest.
One
I liked the least, one that went the strangest, one with the most unusual system, one with the most unusual
setting
cast.
System.
Most unusual setting / system.
Premise.
Made RPG.
Oh, I guess that's.
That's a softball.
All right.
That
was too easy a question. I don't think about it.
Second weirdest.
Restart.
That's fair.
I mean, you guys are lobbing me some easy ones. If you're just going for,
I think I was guessing that you were going to pick that one. I just couldn't remember the name.
Restart.
What's the weirdest not involving Lexi?
Are we still talking weirdest system but not involving Lexi, or weirdest cast but not involving Lexi?
Was Swar, were you asking weirdest systems, Swar?
No, I don't know. I was just making conversation.
I guess the game that went the weirdest, that Lexi did
Game
not
that
derail.
went the weirdest, that Lexi didn't derail.
That's a tough question.
Okeanos. Look, for Okeanos, I had this whole system of civilization where the party would travel back with the spoils that they had received on their journey and would increase the way of life back on their home area, and they only went there once at the very end. They only went home once at the very end to destroy the world. I was just like, I have this whole extra system that I've set up that no one ever used, because they never went home. They wanted to spend all their time talking to a dog. That was it. That was the whole thing. They wanted to sail between islands and talk to animals and shit.
That sounds, yeah.
They couldn't stop talking to a giant scorpion. That was Okeanos. They spent all of their time on the fucking Lizard Man Island. I was like, this shit isn't even canon. It's not even within the zodiological symbol of islands. Everything that happens here doesn't matter. And they're like, yeah, but we like what's happening here. And I'm like, they're literally southern snake slave owners. That's it. That's what I've got. If you want to hear me complaining about more things, you could be here. But technically, if you're watching this, you're already here. So that's it. That's all I got. Have a good night, guys.